Welcome back, Trader Stackers and Truthers. Silver Goldman here, and we're Friday, March 16th, 2018. How's that Bitcoin doing? Oh, well, hang tight because at the end of this live broadcast, I'll get into a little bit of charting and share with you something I posted on the thread here just yesterday regarding the Bitcoin Misery Index, the BMI, quite the indicator, and it has a track record. So, before I get into the news, in case there's anyone who happens to fall on this channel and fall on this live broadcast, because it's become very apparent that there's an ongoing, correct myself. I mean, I don't need to correct myself. I am correct. This is an ongoing censorship towards my channel and the information I put out. It's become very clear to anyone who's been paying close attention to what I've been sharing to you guys, with you folks, guys and gals, that there's a problem here on YouTube. And this all began roughly about 2 weeks ago. My first YouTube channel, not my first, would be my second channel to have been terminated by YouTube. I've been doing this since 2009 on YouTube, and my first channel was Connecting Dots 1. And you're looking at my backup channel, Connecting Dots 2, with, like I said, over 8,000 subscribers. They pulled a pin on me back in 2011. May of 2011, I lost my Connecting Dots 1. I fell on my backup channel, Connecting Dots 2, and the recent events is just mind-boggling. So, in case you're not aware of it, I need to go over this again in case there's new people around here, guys. If those of you are aware of it, I'm sorry, but that's why I have to deal with this, because they need to be aware at what level we are in the censorship world on YouTube. When you're someone who's calling the markets the highs and the lows correctly, I may add, correctly, nonstop since 2009, as well as warning people after the crash of 2008, gold and silver are both going to rise. I nailed that one. And then in 2014, when I started banging the drums, I said, okay, guys, you're buying your silver at $15, $12, or $9.80. There's been nonstop harassment on that Silver Goldman channel, and they finally were able to take it down on bullying strikes of all things, when I'm calling out someone who's lying on YouTube pretending he's a $1 million Forex trader, when we have paperwork evidence that goes to the contrary. He's not a professional trader. He's not a licensed financial advisor. And the small trade room, the call group that he had in the Forex market, there's evidence of people being scammed out of hundreds of dollars, many people complaining, and end up having to close doors. So this is what's taking place on YouTube. I'm calling out the frauds. They're hitting me up with a bunch of copyright strikes. Now, the odd thing, I think I just figured out why they've now taken down the other, because you remember, I converted my Connecting Dots 3 YouTube channel to the name Silver Goldman, because it already had as a backup channel over 6,659 subscribers that day. When I decide to, you know what, I need to convert this. This backup channel's not doing anything. It's just a backup channel. And I said, well, they've taken down my main Silver Goldman, and you may recall what ended up happening is my backup Silver Goldman, which had about 1,200 or close to 1,200, 1,100 subscribers. Actually, there's about 100 people that have joined me since I told them, hey, I got a new channel, I got to leave. I've been hit with a strike on this channel also. I cannot have any live streaming shows. So I'm going over to my backup channel, Connecting Dots 3, and I'm going to convert the name to Silver Goldman. There's a lot of people there, and I'll start having my live streaming shows there. Well, it worked well up until yesterday. In the middle of the broadcast, the show got taken down. So when I went back to the main channel, I found out I got hit with a Barney and Friends strike. I'm on a video called Barney's and Friends. Anyways, turns out apparently it was manually detected by the NHL. I was like, no way. The NHL's in my channel taking a look at my stuff at Barney and Friends. It's bullshit, folks. And what I think is what's going on is this all started 3 days ago. In fact, now that I think about it, I need to speak closer to the microphone, because people have said your sound is messed up. I'll go check the comments here, because I just thought of that now. 3 days ago, when I uploaded that video, that's where I told people, or not, they told me, go read the comments. People are saying, something wrong with your sound, Silver Goldman. I don't know. I've been using the whole microphone all along. There's no problem. And the best is I pointed out how the video that caused the kerfuffle over at my backup channel, this one here, the Connecting Dots 3, which is now converted to Silver Gold Man, the video that caused a kerfuffle for me to lose the ability to have my live streams, you know, sorry, I take that back. The one over at the Silver Gold Man, the backup channel. That's right, the backup channel. It lost the ability to have live streams because of a video that's still being shown here at Connecting Dots 2. So at Connecting Dots 2, I believe the reason they took the strikes, the video down there, or the ability to have live streaming shows, it is all about live streaming shows because I have a lot of information to cover, and I can't do it in short 15, 20-minute videos. Live stream shows works very well. So I believe what's taken place, the reason I got hit with the strikes here is because I just mentioned that I will be doing a show on the Fukushima radiation soil contamination in BC, where they found that 100% of the soil samples were contaminated. Did you get me? Every single soil sample that was tested by Fraser University, Simon Fraser University in British Columbia, Canada, was found to be 100% contaminated. Every soil sample was contaminated with cesium-137. I figured I'd go live. I told everyone in that video, I need to talk about this. I've been following this Fukushima since day one. I've seen what's happened here with even the Food and Drug Administration, how they lied to Americans. That was 3 years ago. Nobody else on YouTube makes the sort of videos that I do. They spend disinforming people, telling everyone everything is dead. Absolute lies. Contamination's happening, not death. Contamination. Bioaccumulation. The terms that they all ridicule me on, I'm turning out to be 100% correct. There will be bioaccumulation in certain species. There will be contamination, not death of the entire world like they're all telling you. In fact, most of them don't even know what's taking place at Chernobyl right now. Sorry if I got you offside on something that you're not interested in, but this all goes down to the fact that I'm a self-educated person on these topics with a kick-ass track record of calling what's taking place in the world right down to the Fukushima contamination. I was the only guy that I know of that bought 2 high-end Geiger counters, traveled back and forth across Canada in the summer of 2011 chasing storms, because I knew that the Fukushima radiation would be up in the atmosphere, and every time it would rain radiation from Fukushima. Did I find it? Of course I did. So there's a full-on censorship program here. So I hope you understand at this point here, that's why I had to cover this, so you can understand that even though I'm telling people, come follow me here, I'm going to be there, there's no chance, there's no way to say that even right now, we're starting off again with only 18 subscribers, there's no guarantee at this point that I'll be able to move forward and this channel will stay alive. It's pretty evident that YouTube has a commitment to make sure that the Silver Gold Man does not have a speaking platform. It's not from cursing and swearing and being wrong in my predictions or calling out people frauds that weren't frauds. It's because I have accurate predictions and I'm able to call out the frauds on YouTube. Right now I'm dealing with the crypto world also. I think that's what's going on. Full-on censorship. Let's shut them down. There's other people that say much worse things than I do in their videos. Their videos don't get taken down. Their channels don't get closed down. Oh, they get 1 or 2 flags and all of a sudden, oh, look at that. Clear sailing. Anyways, sorry I digressed, but I had to lay the foundation here, what's taking place, what's happening on my channel. I'm coming out here to see if there's anybody even watching. 1 person watching. Exactly what I thought. There would be nobody here. Yes, your volume has been very low recently. Something very funny here, guy. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to go and buy another microphone, but I don't know. It's the same microphone I've been using all along. 1 person, 2 people watching. And this is with the, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, Darren. So I know how to work the tags very well. I set up some tags here. This video should have at least minimum, at least 50 to 60 people watching. It's in fact, tags are how I grew all of my channels. I got a good understanding how this system works on YouTube, and it all has to do with your tags. They are censoring me right down to the point of the tags themselves no longer have an impact on attracting viewers to my videos. I almost want to do a search right now just on Bitcoin news just to see if this channel's showing up. I'm glad it came out here. I mean, it doesn't hurt me that there's only 2 people watching. It more or less reinforces what I'm saying. There's censorship here. There's something very sick on YouTube. Very, very sick. Bitcoin news. I just did the search for today. I should be showing up here right now, right at the top, at this moment, right now. YouTube is corrupt. Corrupt. Fuck, it's corrupt. I don't know what else to say, but it's corrupt. I've been doing this for years. I can see there's something sick in this system. Here we are there, Pony Crypto, you know, and he still shows up at the top. That's the best of it. I actually have the search term of the video that we're using right now, and they can't even provide me, they can't even put me at the top of the page. This is sick. This is sick. And there's your good old Cliff High. Yeah. Unbelievable. Like I said, YouTube is nothing but a fraud system. It's so evident to me now. So disgusted with this. They keep asking me, what do you think of our YouTube network? It sucks. Anyways, let's get into the news. Now that we know that there's definitely a sound system. Sounds good today. Yeah, well, I'm doing everything I can. I got my mouth pressed right into the microphone instead of keeping the microphone 3 inches away and speaking on my normal tone, I should say. Now I'm speaking a little bit louder, and my lips are like right on the microphone. Normally there's a sock on it, and I'm about 3 to 4 inches away. So let's get into the news. It's sickening here what's taking place on YouTube, but it does not surprise me one bit. Not one bit. All right, crypto news in a brief. So this is something I'm going to start doing from now on, tracking this crypto stuff, because I've got so much money invested in this stuff. I got to watch it like a hawk. So March 15, I don't know if anyone heard the live show yesterday. We were talking about this. Google will ban cryptocurrencies. UK exchange to launch BTC futures. Lightning Network takes blockchain to next level. And Coinbase gets a green light from the UK operators. No surprise there. So let's get into this one. I'll cover them very quickly here. We're not going to be here for a long time. This is our first trial at this news. So Google will ban cryptocurrencies. I'm sure you guys probably heard on March 15, the price of Bitcoin slipped to 8,000, for the first time since mid-February. The drop comes amid the news that Google will ban cryptocurrency advertising on its sites. Starting in June, publicizing of crypto-related products like ICOs, digital wallets, trading advice, and exchanges will be prohibited by the tech conglomerates. Earlier in January, Facebook introduced a similar ban. Oh, they're on the ban. Wild, eh? They're on the ban. Even the exchanges, yet they're about the legal. The exchanges are about to be legalized. Why would they ban them? Think about it. If the exchanges are going to be legal and certified by the SEC or whatever, I should say, not certified, but you know, they jump through all the hoops, registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, then why are those ads being banned? What's wrong with a digital wallet? Nothing wrong with a digital wallet. Why would Google ban that? I could see the ICOs. A lot of scams, a lot of frauds, a lot of pumpers. Same thing with trading advice. A lot of frauds, a lot of scammers. GSNIP 4, Cliff High, Trader Boss. You know them all, right? Even Philocone. Philocone, it's like he's watching my videos and he got pissed off because I called him out because I saw his video yesterday. Again, I went and left a comment. I'm like, dude, it's no sense trying to toot your horn now. The guy went and started a, the monkey survey. If you guys ever heard that, where you can do a survey. I can do one right now. In fact, at the end of this video, I could run a survey and I could leave a link down below in the Show More tab, and I could ask you guys, okay, please go vote on my what do you call that? My accuracy rate of predicting crypto's prices. Yeah, that's what he did. He asked them all to go vote. And then he made a video about it. Not just about that, but he had to make sure it was other stuff included. But he had to throw that in there. And he says, hey, guys, I'm not bragging, but look at that. The people are blah, 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 blah. So I just came out, hey, guy, give it up. give it up. The fact is, you've been pumping this whole Elliott wave bullshit with massive expectations of where the price of Bitcoin was going to go. Do you remember your $70,000 call on Bitcoin, Philocone? Oh, he won't even reply to me now. He won't. He hasn't banned me. He hasn't deleted my comments, but he won't reply anymore because he knows you start tangling with me, I know how to dance. I don't need to curse and swear. I'm just going to get you. I go jugular. I always say that all the time. To me, debating is like a fight. Why do I want to argue about little stupid shit? I'm going after the most important points. So I just told him straight out. I said, you failed on your $70,000 Bitcoin. You failed on warning everyone that there's going to be this sell-off here. At least I told him, I said, watch out, around $12,000 to $15,000 is where I think Bitcoin will be getting taken out. And here you are sitting with Bitcoin down at $8,000, and you have the audacity to make a video to try and brag or let the new viewer think, look, all these people have been following me all this time. They think how accurate I am. Well, you failed on your $70,000 Bitcoin, which is one of your big pumps, and you failed on predicting that there was going to be a pullback. So forget about it. So I could see why they want to ban these trading advices. There's a lot of scammers out there, liars. Next story, UK exchange to launch Bitcoin futures. CoinFloor, one of the key London cryptocurrency exchanges, plans to introduce world's first physically delivered BTC futures in April. All payments will be conducted in Bitcoin rather than fiat money, as done on the Chicago exchanges CME and CBOE, where first futures contracts were launched last December. Oh yeah, next one up here is Telegram will turn down offers from sanctioned countries and individuals. During its close sale stage, Telegram Open Network will be turning some investors away. It concerns investors sanctioned by the EU, UK, US, and UN Security Council. The ban also involves their close relatives. Wow. Besides those residing in Crimea, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Syria will also not be admitted. Wow. Interesting. Lightning Network takes blockchain to the next level. Lightning Labs started up has officially launched a beta version of Lightning Network Daemon, LND. This application will allow sending bitcoins via special channels without registering transactions on the blockchain. The goal is to make transactions more private, faster, and cheaper. Wow. Interesting. Hey, guys. More private. Remember, I've been private on the Monero. That's what I've been mining. Oh, yeah. We'll be speaking about Monero here shortly. Hang tight here. So the application is still lacking in user friendliness and likely to be used by developers and advanced users. The beta version limits transactions to roughly $1,400 worth per channel, around $400 per payment. Coinbase gets a green light from UK regulators. American cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, which I've been telling everyone, stay away from it. It's corrupt, massively corrupt. It should not even be called an exchange. That name needs to be exchanged. You can't call it an exchange when you put your money in to buy a crypto at the exchange, and then you have to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks before your coin is delivered. What kind of hogwash bullshit is that? Well, that's the kind of hogwash bullshit Coinbase is played on. It's traders and much worse than that. Anyways, Coinbase will be extending its services to the EU and UK after getting a e-money license from the UK's Financial Conduct Authority. Now Coinbase will be able to provide payment solutions and financial services. Oh boy, I wonder who owns Coinbase. Better look into that one. Didn't Charlie Lee work there? Oh boy, can you connect the dots now? We are committed to making sure customer funds are always secure, and this update means that e-money operations have safeguards and operational standards at par with other regulated financial institutions. An example of this segregation of client funds, where all customer fiat balances will be separated from Coinbase's funds and kept in separate bank accounts, states the official press release. Well, here we go now. This is like March 12th. That's right. We're going back. I think the first one was March 15th. I got to cover this because there's a couple of interesting stories here. Binance adds new coin for trading. SEC tightens rules for local crypto exchanges, hackers try to breach Binance. That's the good one, guys. Netherlands finance minister proposing international cryptocurrency control. China develops national cryptocurrency. Monero hard fork is delayed of end of April, and South Korean considers lifting ICO ban. That's why I had to deal with this, because I had to share with you when I read this story yesterday. I'm like, or a couple of days ago, I'm like, whoa, that's kind of weird. So first, let's jump into Binance. One of the major crypto exchanges has added a new cryptocurrency Storm. In just a few hours, the price reached 3 cents, a 74% increase. Geez, I wonder if Snippy had anything to do with that. Yet it remains low compared to its January record of 24 cents. Oh, that's probably when Snippy would have called it out. There we go. Storm is on. You can trade Binance, Bitcoin, or Ethereum pairs will now be available for trading. All right, next one. The Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, stated that exchange trading cryptocurrencies, which are defined as securities, have to be registered according to federal laws with the SEC as a national stock exchange, a broker, or alternative trading platform. So if these exchanges have to do all this stuff, then why can't they advertise on Google? Right? Why are they picking out exchanges? If the exchanges are now legal, why would they not allow the exchanges to be featured on Google Ads? So hackers have tried to breach Binance in a series of attacks that resulted in some Bitcoins to be converted into Ethereum and transferred from the exchange. Some users complained that their funds were put into Viacoin at an inflated rate. Changpeng Zhou, Binance CEO, reassured everyone that the problem had been solved. Unauthorized transactions canceled and refunds returned. Organizers also promised a crypto. Did you get that? A $250,000 reward for information that would lead to the lawbreakers. It's a crypto bounty, a $250,000 crypto bounty. The company is ready to pay $10 million for assistance to avert similar incidences in the future. Yeah, I guess they're serious about sticking around. So my links for Binance will be down below, I think, later on, once I've had a chance to upload this video, or I should say it's been processed. So next one up is Wopke Hoekstra. I'm sorry if I ruined your name, guy, but the finance minister of Netherlands sided with proponents of tighter cryptocurrency regulation. Well, that's kind of good, guys. Once they regulate it, it appears legal to everyone, or traders, I should say, investors, more likely to have more money coming into that sector. So first off, the minister offered to protect users who purchase digital assets with credit cards. This is the first of. He also noted that the local exchanges would have to officially register by the end of 2019. So again, the exchanges making sure they register. So trying to make it all legal. Next one, Zhu Xiangshuang, governor of People's Bank of China, reported that the country will develop a national cryptocurrency named DCEP. It is made up of the DC, the digital currency, and the EP, the electronic payment. China, is going to start having a DCEP. The bank's head said DCEP will be comfortable to use, owing to its rapid, low cost, and safe transactions. Wow. Next one up, Monero developers are putting off the hard fork for over a month. Remember, you guys, I was telling you March 14th, we're going to have the Monero V, XMV, Monero V. Well, it turns out they're putting it off here a month. Earlier, the launch was dated, as I said, for the 14th, but now it's expected to appear not before the end of April. Here's the one where I am like, hold on a second. I got to go pull up the news that I found on the other day. I really like this site because I'm telling you, these guys they're connecting the dots for me. They help me keep track of these stories. So South Korean financial law authorities are working on a plan to allow, initial coin offerings again. This is after having banned them. Yeah, now they're working on allowing them to come back. According to the local media source, the regulatory framework still doesn't exist. The ICOs are banned, yet investors can put their money in offshore projects. So, yeah, I guess they want the money home. Here's the best one. I had to share that with you because just back on March 7th, South Korean government officials are banned from trading or holding cryptocurrencies. Really, eh? So they ban themselves. They can't trade them. They can't hold them, but they're about to allow. Oh man, can you see how messed up this is? And the best is you go read the next line. Far Eastern Airways, yeah, will accept payments in cryptocurrencies. So just not from government officials because they're apparently banned from holding them and trading them. All right, guys. So PMI, as I said, I've got this website called connectingdots1.com. I'll try to pull some information here. I got a little section called the Bitcoins, Litecoin, Name Coins. You can find it down below by scrolling. As I said, I've been doing the Fukushima thing. So you run into radiation, gold and silver. I'm having another show here in 3 hours from now. Show 3 days a week at this channel on gold, silver, and the economy. But if you look down below here, the economy, there's a section called Bitcoins, Litecoins, Name Coins. So if you want to follow anything in the Bitcoin world, I'll post some information here, but I'd probably be doing videos most of the time here as I have my money parked in the crypto sector and I got to watch it like a hawk. So time to buy Bitcoin. Just put this up March 15th. And essentially what it is, it's an indicator. And the funny thing is the indicator, it's the misery indicator. That's what the M stands for. The index is called the Bitcoin Misery Index, the BMI, and was designed as a trading tool. And I'm bringing this to your attention because, well, for a couple of factors. Some of them I won't get into because they're private. People have sent me emails on stuff. Even the crypto mining, people are kind of like, oh, or I should say one person, a little worried, And I'm like, oh, hold on a second. We're all right here. We're all right here. This is actually the time when you want to consider buying. And putting cryptos aside, let's just put the cryptos aside. I'm all about trading, making money, right? You can see it on the top of it's all about money. People know I broke my neck in 3. I've lost everything I ever had in my life. I've been through so much misery since my own personal misery since I moved here to Vancouver Island that I've really had to, concentrate on money. So one of the shows, or I should say the threads, as I'm about to have these live economic updates, they will be posted in this thread. You just saw how I found it. It's at the bottom of the page in the 20 most replied. It's the number 1. Now, in that thread, I'm going there for a second in case you haven't seen this, because this all ties into the Bitcoin Misery Index. So you all know who the Rothschild banking cartel that controls the world right now. That's why there's so much hatred growing towards Jewish people. And I always tell people, it's like, it's not all Jewish people. You have to understand, it's a certain group. A lot of Jewish people, they're almost like goyim, like the rest of us. Literally, they get treated like goyim. Long story short, the Rothschild banking cartel, if you all heard how Grandpapa Rothschild made a shitload of money back in the 18th century, his story was, was credited to saying that the time to buy is when there's blood in the streets. It actually goes even a little further than that. He says, even if the blood is your own. That's what the original quote apparently is. Long story short, it all has to do with sentiment. When there's blood in the streets, things aren't going well. It's terrible. Well, that's when you want to buy the stock. And you want to, I don't think he has it here, but it used to be, you buy when there's blood in the streets, even if it's your own. And there's another line that goes on, and you sell when they're cracking the champagne because the price is sitting at an all-time high. So what I'm sharing with you is it's nothing but an index based upon the sentiment regarding if there's blood in the Bitcoin or not. That's what it is. It's blood or in the Bitcoin or not. So when everyone's doing well, there's no blood in the Bitcoin because everyone's happy. So the misery, it's down. Misery index, it's down. Or I should say it would be up, because when the index is down, it would be in the red. When it's up is when everyone's all happy, So long story short, what's happening here is you can see the index based upon its past. That's what this is all about. It's not a guarantee that this will work out. In fact, I even said, but of course, this isn't financial advice. It's just an index trying to give you a little bit of a buy signal based upon what's happened in the past. So what he pointed out that in the past, when it hit this line here, the 27 or lower, essentially that's when it became they became very miserable because their Bitcoin it was way down. So he's telling you, that's when you're looking to buy, when that misery, even though it continued on, eventually you're all right. So same thing, great buy, always when that misery's down. So right now we're again at one of those situations where it's looking miserable. All right, so getting to the charts. She ain't looking so miserable. Between you and I'm looking at the charts. I'm telling, hey, you know what? This is a buying opportunity. So let's go back here to a daily chart. Click, boom, we're on it. So on the daily chart, I was telling you guys yesterday, unfortunately, the candle wasn't quite done yet, the trading day when the show got taken down, but we're at least looking red on the day. So we close on the day with a red hammer. Really good. At an area of support, look over here to your left, right? There's some support right at this range. So she turned around, hit a bottom, and today, what? Another hammer. And it's good. She came back and consolidated halfway down, which is very good. Not uncommon. In fact, we could have still been all right if today would have finished with a low candle, as long as we didn't break the low of the hammer. So the candle could have been red today. As long as we didn't break the low of the hammer, we're all right. Notice the big volume that came in here compared to the previous trading days. Nice volume. Traders were realizing this is a buying opportunity. And today, she's back on track. Like I said, a small consolidation, looking green. We are roughly what? We're 3 hours away from the candle closing and becoming the next day's candle, but looking good. So let's add some indicators right now and see what we have with the indicators. All right. So one of the things I've been telling you guys is the fact that we've dropped lower, and I was pointing out that when you're taking a look at your stochastic, you had that diversion taking place. You understand? This is why I do these videos. So those of you that don't want to pay to follow my trade calls, and as I said, not only do you get my trade calls for either 6 months or a year, but you also get to learn how to read the charts. That's why I'm doing this, so you guys can eventually possibly want to learn the charts and follow my trade calls. I'm doing right now to help you out. So as far as I'm concerned, again, I can't give you financial advice. I can only share with you my opinions. I've never even finished high school. I'm self-taught technical analyst. And that's what you're going to take. If you take my course, that's what you're going to go through the entire video set that I've gone through to educate myself on charting. So I was telling you guys, as we're dropping lower, the stochastic was showing me there's a diversion taking place. I was also pointing out down below on the CCI, hey, where's that Ivy League trader? He's gone. It was pretty funny, him trying to make fun of me, saying, Silver Gold Man, he's wrong about that CCI. So I was absolutely correct. That's what I was telling you guys. I said we're dropping lower. CCI itself is showing me a diversion. We're not as low on that last dip as the previous candle right here. We dropped much lower here. That candle, I mean, this dip should have been at least equal or probably a little bit longer, and it wasn't. It was shorter, indicating to you that the trend was changing. So, tacos, hopefully you've learned something here from watching my shows, and you shouldn't try to lie to people on YouTube and tell them that you're Ivy League. Ivy League trained, you haven't gone to Harvard. You know Ivy League schooling in you whatsoever. All right, so that's what I see on the charts. Looking at the histogram bars again, yesterday was our longest bar. Very good. I think we're getting shorter and we're up, up, and away. So these were on 15 minutes. Sorry, that was on a daily. Now we're going to a hourly. See what we have on an hourly. Okay, she's trying to break out again. But you can see your CCI. See how it's coming down? Showing you again the trend's not in your favor. She's probably going to come back here and maybe retest that low again. Stochastic looks good though. Let's go down to why is my computer running so slow? Wow. Hey, Dylan Penny, how you doing, guy? Dan Penny. Only 3 watching. Can you? Oh, guys, isn't it? It's pretty evident, eh? Pretty evident, no? Pretty evident there's censorship here. 3 people watching, and I'm one of them. So that you guys are the only 2 here, Darren and yourself. Sad. 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 And to think when I used to have these live shows on the Silver Gold Man, it was building up. It was building up. I think that's what's happening. YouTube was monitoring the situation. They were seeing how more people were joining up. We need to shut him up. Let's make him lose all his live feeds. It's rather disgusting. It's disgusting, the level of censorship on this platform. And I'll be honest with you guys, it does make me feel like I should just give up. So that's their intention, right? They want me to give up. And I got to admit that you got that feeling when your shit goes disappearing and you know you're being shut up. I mean, how many people would want to have a live show and knowing there's only 2 people watching? Not many. Pisses me off. Sitting here with this kick-ass financial track record, and YouTube's doing everything it can to shut me up. Shut me up. Anyhow, I didn't say I was going to give up, but I have to admit, it sure does make me feel like I want to give up. Like I should give up. All right, so that's it. I'm going to finish up the show here. Thanks a lot, folks. And I'll remind you again, I've got the forum, connectingdots1.com. So, you know, if I go missing, my channel disappears. Again, you can find me here on the forum, connectingdots1.com, where I started this whole connecting dots theme, and it's just worked out for me years later. I shouldn't say it hasn't worked out, but now it's kind of like my, what do you call that? My safety blanket, I guess. You know, I'm at the point here where I got nowhere else to broadcast live except for this channel that I opened up as a joke just to cover my name, Connecting Dots 1. All right, guys. Just happened to look and saw you were live. Wow. All right. I'm going to end it here. Thanks a lot for coming out. Talk to you guys later. Ciao.